and y'all, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another movie review, and today this movie review that we're going to be taking a look at is a movie called Burn, and Burn is a bit of a strange one. It stars Josh Hutcherson, also known as Peter from Hunger Games, and Mike Schmidt from Five Nights at Freddy's, as he is the night guard. But he is coming back for one more film, and this film is available on Amazon Prime, one of my personal favorite streaming services. For the low price of $8.99, you just get so much for it. It is genuinely one of the best streaming services out there. That is my opinion. I'm not sponsored, but I am still going to sort of talk about it because of how good it is, and it is a movie that we're taking a look at on Prime. So, without any further ado, let's get into what Google has to say, because that's how we always do these videos. And I would like to ask you if you have any ideas on how to make these videos better, a little bit more entertaining. Would you like some music in the background? And if you do, what kind of music? Because, I kind of want to just have a little bit of music in the background as well, instead of you just listening to my droning voice. But anyway, let's get on to it. Burn. Milena, a gas station worker, wants to escape her lonely life. She tries to connect with Billy, a desperate thief, amidst a robbery attempt. So that's just the borderline part of the movie, but this movie should definitely have some trigger warnings, as it does deal with a lot of difficult subjects. So that is your warning now for this video, because I will be getting into them at some point during this video. So we start off with her getting out of the car, trying to hit on every single person that works there, every single person that is shopping there, and she's basically just telling them her name. She's taking pictures of the police people because she finds them attractive. She's basically trying to hit on people, even though she has a boyfriend herself. She's trying to hit on them and sort of, get some attention from them, because they all just want to go with Sheila, the stereotypically more attractive girl that she works with. However, Josh Hutcherson rolls in, also known as Billy, and he is a pretty good guy to start with, but then once the police disappear, he pulls out a gun and he's like, yo, all the money in the bag. Now, I got some bikers after me because I scratched one of their rides. So, help me, I'll help you. No one has to get hurt. So, Milena gets all the money, and then she's like, hey, take me with you. Billy's like, no, fuck off. So Sheila starts getting angry with her and starts getting angry with Josh, and then Josh gets angry because he has anger issues and takes her to the back and starts hitting her and beating her. And then Madeline comes in with a hot pot of coffee, throws it on Josh, and he accidentally shoots Sheila. And then she cleans up the body. She ties him to a chair. She then drugs him and tries to seduce him and then rape him, which is awful. He then manages to sort of break free and he knocks himself out. She thinks he's dead because he's bleeding from the ears, and she goes back to the main room and burns her hand to try and calm herself down. She's constantly burning her hand, and I am going to be honest, I burned my hand a lot too, on purpose. I don't do it anymore, but I used to do it, and that was brought back memories that I didn't want to bring back. So thank you, movie. I mean, a movie called Burn, kind of expected it, but I didn't expect it to be in a way of self-harm, which is definitely really important to talk about. And she was doing it a lot, and you could tell that she wasn't happy, but she was trying to act all happy and bubbly in front of the customers so that they would like her more. She felt unwanted, and she didn't feel like she belonged, and she just wanted someone to care about her. And I genuinely felt sad for her, but she was going about it in a really creepy way by taking pictures of the policeman and sort of trying to force herself onto people. That's not a good way to go about it. It is an awful thing for someone to do. And she continued to clean the store. She tried to set it on fire. She was going to run away with the money. The policeman came back. Sheila's boyfriend came back. She managed to get rid of both of them. And then Josh escaped because he woke up from knocking himself out, and he was going to kill her. He then killed Sheila's boyfriend, who came back. The bikers came back looking for him, and she got rid of them as well. And she ended up burning the place down, killing Josh Hutcherson, I think, and then managing to get to the police person, where she was eventually going to tell the truth, but that's when the movie ends. She never actually has a chance to tell the truth. I am going to be honest. Other than the trigger warnings this movie needed, it was very boring. It was very slow. There wasn't much to go on. Like, everything was few and far between. There was, like, a plot point. She'd get distracted. She would have to get rid of someone, which would be boring. Like, her interacting with all the customers and trying to get rid of them wasn't entertaining. It was just there as filler to try and bulk out the movie a little bit. I don't think there was an hour and a half's worth of movie here. I think they could have trimmed a lot of it down, but they didn't because obviously they needed the hour and a half movie, which is genuinely just so sad. Like, why would you bulk out a movie just to bulk out a movie? There was no plot here. There was someone robbing the gas station, someone trying to cover it up, but doing a very terrible job at covering it up. And Maddie, whatever she's called, she kept flip-flopping. Her mind was constantly flip-flopping between what she wanted. Did she want to tell the truth? Did she want to lie? Did she want to kill this person? Did she not? Did she feel like she had to? Did she feel like she didn't have to? It was very confusing. Like, she could not make up her mind to save her fucking life. There was no way, like, for her to do that. Like, she was constantly flip-flopping around, and it got to the point where it was so annoying, and you couldn't really follow the plot properly because you didn't know what she actually wanted. We have other problems with it as well, like some of the more interesting characters like the policeman and like Sheila's girlfriend, like the two more interesting characters in my opinion. They were only in the movie for around 10 minutes each. Well, 10 minutes between them actually. And that just isn't what, you want to see. It's just the boring characters. Josh Hutcherson was knocked out for most of it and tied up for most of it, and he was supposed to be like the big bad of the movie, and you barely saw him, and when you did, he just felt like an angry loser. That was it. He didn't really feel like a threat. He was just sort of angry, and he was constantly waving around a gun, but he didn't feel like a threat. He didn't feel like an evil villain. He just sort of felt like a loser. Like, he just felt like an asshole. He didn't feel like a proper villain for a movie. And that is pretty much everything I have to say about it. Like, there isn't much music in the movie. There isn't much sort of CGI. The plot is literally someone tries to rob, she accidentally kills them, she has to cover it up. That's it. And she's constantly smoking. She's constantly, like, looking around to do things, like, to try and, like, cover it up and keep people away, but she keeps fucking up by leaving the door open, and then people are coming in, then she's shocked that people are coming in. It's like, it's a 24-hour gas station. People are going to be coming in to piss, people are going to be coming in to buy snacks, people are coming in to refill their cars. It is, I don't know, it's not one of the best movies I've seen, and it's definitely a 4 out of 10 from me. It isn't entertaining. I sort of watched it, and I kept flicking back to my phone, editing videos and making thumbnails. Honestly, it wasn't anything that spectacular, wasn't anything that exciting, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This is going to be one of the shorter reviews because of the movie's lackluster sort of lack of substance, lack of content. So I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. If you do want more of me, please consider pressing the link in the description, as it will take you to everything else that I have to offer as a content creator. Just in case you want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, you can go check out my TikTok, my Instagram, my Twitch, my Cameo, my everything else that I have on there. And if you do consider that you do like me, if you do like me as a content creator and you do want to help me out, you can press subscribe, because 98% of you are not subscribed. 98% of viewers of you that are recurring. Yes, you're here quite often, so thank you for coming back to watch every single video of mine. But if you've made it this far in the video, please do consider subscribing, pressing that notification bell to be notified every time that I do upload a video. And it's free, completely free. And you can always change your mind later if you decide, you know what, he's a bit of an asshole and I don't want to watch him anymore. But other than that, that's it from me. Self-promotion plug done, and goodbye.